Hey, Similolu here, and in this video I'm actually going to show you live how I use Bollinger Bands to trade. Now, if this is your first time here and you haven't actually watched my initial video on what a Bollinger is and how to use it in trading, make sure you watch this video to the end and you'll be able to click on that other video to see what even is a Bollinger Band. But for those of you who know what Bollingers are, I'm going to show you live how I use it in trading. Now, only one thing I ask in return, and you know what it is. Don't forget to hit the like button. Drop a comment. I'll try my best to respond to all your questions. But most importantly, and you know it, don't forget to subscribe. So now let's get right into it. So I have this stock SSNT. I've had it on my watch list because of this high momentum. I use my scanner to find this, and I'm trading it because of the fact that it's had this massive move earlier today. And the reason why you want to trade stocks like this is because a lot of eyes are on it. A lot of traders are looking at it and trading it, and that tends to increase the momentum. So with increased momentum comes increased likelihood of an increased price action as well. So if you look at my previous video on Bollinger Bands, you will know that what I'm looking for is for this price action to kind of hit the bottom or as close as possible to the bottom of the Bollinger Band. The reason why you want to wait on this is because once it hits the Bollinger Band, because action within a price action within the Bollinger Band tends to move up and down, from the bottom band to the top band, then waiting for price action to hit the bottom before it reverses and starts heading back up would be a perfect entry to ensure maximum profit. And that's what we want. We always want maximum profit. So keeping an eye on it, once you find tight movement within the Bollinger Band like this, this is my 1 minute time interval. This is my 5 minute. You can see price action has been yo-yoing up and down. We had a funnel here, and out of that funnel came a downward movement. We come down and we reverse around here and we head up. So this would have been a great entry point. So right now we're at this point. It's attempting, it'll eventually come out of this funnel, and the hope is that it would bounce up and not keep heading down. Of course, if it keeps heading down, you're not entering a trade unless you're shorting the stock. So I'll keep on watching this stock. It's looking like it's heading down and keeping, there we go. This is what we want. We want it to head down, break out if it needs to break out of the bottom Bollinger, and then we want to keep on waiting on it. This trading is a waiting game. You got to wait for that perfect trade setup. You can't afford to jump into it because you see one green candle or two green candles. You got to learn to wait, and you got to learn to check your various indicators before entering a trade. So let's keep watching. You can see you have different views on the 1 minute as compared to the 5 minute. The 5 minute zooms out and you can see better what's actually going on. You can see the bigger picture with the larger time frames. So this funnel, the mouth of the Bollinger Band opening up, is a good signal. It means price action has moved out of this tight squeeze and it has decided not to bounce up but to break down, which for us is good. Let's keep watching because we want to see a reversal. We want it to hit the bottom, like we can see here, and then once it reverses is when we want to enter into our long trade. Now we see a first green candle. We've got to wait on it, and it turned red. So it's still dropping down, which is still a good sign for us. With trading, whatever comes down is always going to go up. Question is when. The when is what makes a profitable trade. If you can catch the when of a trade reversal, that is the prime time to enter into that trade. Let's keep watching. Down here are my volume indicators, and it shows that's a great amount of selling pressure. So sellers push the price of a stock down, buyers push the price of a stock up. So right now there's a lot of selling pressure, and you can see here by these bars as it's broken above this line, which is my 50-day moving average. We're looking out for a green candle confirmation. Green candle. We want that green 1-minute candle to close green. We don't want it to start green and then close red. Okay, this could be the reversal, but let's wait and see. We can see that selling pressure had reduced, and the selling pressure is kind of alternating between sellers and buyers. So it's like a tug of war. Who's gonna win this 1-minute space, the buyers or the sellers? Right now the sellers are winning, and so, nope, the buyers have taken over. So that means we have more buyers than sellers, and that it's prone to send the price up. Question is, can it close green? If it closes green, then that's a very good sign. Moving over to my trading platform, because now I've seen a green candle. The question is it going to stay green at the end of this 1 minute? And the second question is it going to get back into the Bollinger? So we need to keep watching this. You can see the bars down here of my 50-day volume average. Buyers have taken over, as is indicated by this green bar. The presence of buyers will push a price up. But as you can see, it's changed back red. It's kind of oscillating because there's a tussle between who's going to overpower who. Are we going to have more buyers than sellers? And then the candle will stay green. Okay. Let's keep watching. Now price action has moved back within the Bollinger, so that's a good sign. And about now, once this candle closes green, I've got to make sure it closes green before I buy. Hand on the button. So now I've seen my first green candle. I've moved to my trading platform here. It's my virtual trading platform. So this is what I tend to recommend for new traders. Always trade on a simulator or paper trading platform where you're not using your own money. You want to always try out your strategies. So we had a little green candle there, but this minute isn't up yet. So let's keep on watching what's going to happen with this candle. Right now it's dropped out of the Bollinger. Tendency is for it to want to go back within the Bollinger Bands. But let's keep watching. What we want to see is a green candle. We want to see a green 1 minute candle, and we want that candle to close. We don't want to buy before the close, because as you can see, this one turned green but within that 1 minute, it reversed and turned red. Red simply means that we have more buyers than sellers, and so sellers will always push the price of a stock down. Still watching. I'm going to prepare this to pick up 100 stocks, only if conditions are conducive. I'm looking for a situation where I make an almost perfect entry, and that perfect entry happens at the bottom of a Bollinger, because there's a tendency for price action to head up towards the top of the Bollinger. Okay, there's our green sign of our buyers. The buying volume is greater than the average. This line indicates the average 50-day volume for this particular stock. So this is looking good. Buyers have stepped in. Can we close this minute candle green? Okay, second candle has starts red. If this turns green, then as indicated by this arrow, this will be the perfect entry point. So I'm going to have I'm going to buy market. I'm going to have my arrow ready and poised over my buy button. If I buy too soon before the 1 minute is out, this can easily turn red, and that would automatically start me off at a loss. It's looking good. I tend to be more of an optimistic trader, which doesn't really help me that much sometimes. To make a really safe trade, ideally, I would want to wait for this blue moving average to break up above the yellow. But because this is just a demo, so I'm going to pick up my 100 because I think I missed that move. The fact that this is my 5-day moving average, this must be my 10-day. The fact that my blue line has crossed over my yellow line makes me even more confident about this trade. So I'll be talking about moving averages in another video. So make sure you subscribe to this video so you get my video on moving averages. You need to have these valuable indicators. You can't afford to trade with too many indicators, but you always want those 1 or 2. I've made one about the VWAP. I've made one about the Bollinger, and next one will be about moving averages. And there it is, it's shooting up, but you know what? I exited for 189. I already feel I overstayed my welcome a little bit, but look at it shooting out now. Just look at it. Look at that volume. Beautiful. I exited early, but you know what? That trade could have gone either way. At any one of these candles, there could have been a reversal, they could have closed red, and I could have lost my profit. But there it goes running. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you have, drop me a comment. Don't forget to like, but most importantly, subscribe to my channel, and I'll meet you on the next video.